Super excited. I Okay, big day. Just picked up the truck. Let's go out and take a look. Stay here, Lefty. The truck is now painted color. It's called Harvest Moon. It's actually a Volkswagen color. It's just the one we picked out of the swatch book. We're on the other side here. It is no longer looking like an ambulance. That is awesome. Couldn't have done it without Steve at Dustmaker Collision. He knocked it out for me. I dropped it off Thursday afternoon. I picked it up Monday afternoon. It's a real nice tan. He did it in satin, so it's semi-gloss, just like I asked. Now I gotta go ahead and put all the lights and things like that back on, get it tidied up. All right, that's the first look at it. So as you know, the ambulance, when I bought it, still had all of its emergency lighting installed. So up along the top of the box and on the back, these red and yellow lights are not supposed to be there. So after the truck came back from the painter, we had 2 days of rain forecast, so I had to put the lights back up there so that I didn't have just these open holes in the box. I didn't want rain getting in there. So I went around and put the lights back on. Of course, the clear lights are staying, so they're mounted permanently. I put some paper behind the red and yellow lights because the rubber was leaving kind of a mark, and I didn't want that to happen. The rubber gasket, they were pretty filthy, and I didn't want to take the time to clean all of them, and I was racing against a rainstorm. So I don't know if I shared my plan with you for these holes, but all of these, they're roughly 7 by 9 holes, all of them. My idea was to just get some basically block off plates, ABS plastic, cheap, easy. So I actually ordered from a company, Kerbel Plastics, I believe was the name. I found them online. They will cut to size. So I ordered, basically, I bought a sheet of ABS, a 4x8 sheet, and gave them cutting instructions. And so they cut it to 7 by 9 and sent me 15 pieces. I needed 11, so I told them I wanted 15 just to be safe, a few extras. So these came a couple of days ago. So it's shiny ABS, smooth I should say. It's not like the texture that you've seen. So what I did, once I saw it and I kind of held a couple pieces up there, I said, you know what, that's just too much. It's too black. So I decided to paint them. Now, I had spray paint that I had bought when I was trying to paint the truck, and it's very, very close to the truck, to the color that's on the truck. It's not exact, but it's very close. So this morning, I took all of these ABS sheets. I rounded the corners. These are extras, so these aren't sanded. I rounded the corners. I drilled the holes. I drilled through all of them. Actually, this was my template. I drilled the holes because I said, why not use screws? Yes, I'm going to put some adhesive caulk behind them, but why not use screws also? It'll look pretty good. So, because my concern was I'm going to slap some caulk on the back of these things, stick them up on the side of the truck, turn around to walk away, and it's going to fall off. So, screws. So these are all sanded. I also scuffed the surface so the spray paint would stick. So the corners have been rounded. The surface is scuffed. I used 400 grit. I had one disc left over from when I was sanding the truck, and that's all I needed. So I scuffed the surface on all of them, rounded the corners, drilled the holes, and I just spray painted them. So now I'm just waiting for them to cure. I have a couple over here that I had painted yesterday as a test, and I'm kind of mad at myself because one of them I didn't round the corners. So it doesn't match all the rest of them, which will bother me. So I don't know if I'm gonna go back and create a new one and sand the corners and paint another one. I probably am, because just now as I'm saying it, I know if I stick that one up on the truck, I'm gonna see it every time that I look at the truck that one doesn't have rounded corners. That's my OCD-ish kind of stickler for things being correct. I went and got some brand new screws. These are going to look nice, and just waiting for paint to dry. So let me go ahead and create one more here. Actually, I can use my template, or I can just round the corners of that one and shoot some new paint on it real quick. Piece of cake, right? Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so that's what I'm doing today. So my goal today is to get all of these holes covered up with these block off plates. And it's not supposed to rain today, but it's looking kind of gloomy. All of our weather comes from this direction. Oh, there's a spot of blue sky. I don't know if that shows up. My grass is way overdue to be cut, so I've got to get that done. So I want to get these block off plates installed today. That's my must happen today. And then if I got enough time, I'm going to jump on the mower and get the yard knocked out. So that's today. I will check back in with you all later. Thank you, friends.